Sammy Stoney Lange had a try. Another one that's 163 metres. Fudia had 5 tackle busts and 169 metres. Romain Franco made his debut for the Dragons, and he grabbed a flying try, 119 metres and 2 clean breaks. For the losing Robins, Adam Quinlan, 2 tries, 5 tackle busts, 132 metres, 2 clean breaks. Dean Hadley, 49 tackles. Greg Minikin, 1 try assist, 7 tackle busts, 177 metres and 5 successful offloads. And Sean Kenny Dowell, 7 tackle busts and 171 metres.
So the fan views on this one. Alan Walker says, Deja vu again. Well, that's what Deja vu is. Surely it should be Deja vu, Deja vu. Only this one took a while to get the scoreboard ticking over. The game was better than the score hinted at. Great to see Roman get a debut try. Player seemed a bit tired at the end. Next up, the first of 2 more games against Staines. The label says wash, rinse, repeat. Soak if it's stubborn stains. They'll have to beat us twice and get the hubcap. Ho hum. So it's back to the beach again tomorrow.
He's really on form of late, isn't he, Alan? You've got to say. Tom Andrews said, enjoyable fast-paced game, but the score told the tale. Catalan just that ounce of quality, or shithousery, better. Kicked us to death, got the 50-50s. I'd love some stats on how far Ratboy runs in a game, because he seems to be everywhere. Hoping Smith puts Takarangi back to centre for the next game. He seems much more dangerous attacking out. He did have a part to play in one of the Quinlan tries from inside there. That was a good play. Glad we have finished constantly playing top of the league now.
Well, this is what happens, Tom, when you barely play any games. You've got to be punished, and you've got to play the top of the league.
Yeah, and that Sammy Stoney Lange try, that looked like a knock-on by Sam Tompkins to me.
Yep, it did to me as well. But
yeah.
then...
But I also take what Alan's saying about an element of fatigue at the end for Catalans, because it did seem like Quinlan was able to find gaps that didn't really exist. So I think Quinlan is going to be a good pickup for someone next year. Maybe one of the 2 teams that might be added to the division, potentially, if the rumours are to be believed. One of which definitely doesn't have a Super League caliber squad. Or maybe the side that already is in Super League without a Super League caliber squad. I don't know. But it'd be a good pickup for someone. Adam Quinlan, I think that's fair to say. Franco's flying effort, off it has to be said, an absolutely world-class left-to-right pass from Sam Tompkins. What a pass that was. What a beauty. And yeah, doubt the Lange try, but there was no doubt in Sam Tompkins' solo try. That was footwork that he just pulled out of his back catalogue like he was playing the greatest hits in the encore. It was just old school Tompkins that we see flashing up every now and again this year, which, after his injury in his final year at the Warriors, we never quite saw that back at Wigan. Nowhere near frequently. Last year there was slivers of it. This year it's been, a regular appearance from him. So even though Quinlan was good at fullback for Rovers, like, it is that ounce better of quality that Tompkins has that just made him, I guess, the difference. He popped up in everything.
Yeah, he's still annoying though, isn't he? He's still got that ability to really annoy everybody else.
Obviously, my history with the man maybe means that I can't see it that way.
No, you are completely biased. I completely understand that. But
he's left me twice, and I still, it's like one of those relationships where you just keep going back.
What is it? Fool me once, fool on, something like that.
I just think he's been remarkable this season. It's a shame for him that the World Cup's been pushed back. I would say that. I don't know if he'll be able to maintain this standard for a whole another year.
No, it could be a very different kind of outlook in 12 months' time if you're looking to pick a side.
I think we've gone from having a nailed-on world-class fullback and a couple of other potential top-notch options to hoping Connor sorts his behaviours out.
Maybe.
But yeah, if I can't. I'm not really sure how Man of Steel's working this year. It's back to the points per game basis, I think. But if Tompkins doesn't win it, there's something wrong, I think. But like as it stands at the moment, we've obviously got a month and a half of meaningful action before the serious stuff happens. But he's got to be the front runner.
He always seems to be there or thereabouts when you're talking about good Catalan performances, as much as that might be annoying to people. Yeah, I mean, for me, as I say, I've only seen the highlights. It seemed quite niggly, quite a bitty game. You know, penalties kind of kicked is always a sign that it's quite a disjointed match. But Catalan won a close one, as is the kind of thing that they're going to need to do to finish top of the league. So that's a good sign.
On the road, on a Monday night, on a I think on a short turnaround as well.
Yeah,
because they played on the Friday tea time, hadn't they? At home to Wakefield. Am I right?
Yeah. They played Wake here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to take us through the standings where we're now down to one team out of the 12 having played all of their games?
So Catalan improve at the top to a 93% win rate. Saints are in second on 84%, with Warrington on 76. Wigan are on 64, with a gap back to Hull FC on 53. Leeds are up to 6th on points difference percentage, as both they and KR have a 50% win success rate. Cass in 8th have 40. Huddersfield are next at 31. Salford 28 and Wakefield 25. Lee are bottom and winless and will stay there.
Yep. Best stats was Hastings, wasn't it? I think. 1 try, 2 try assists, 5 tackles, 216 metres. I think we go there for that.
That's fine. I'm gonna, just for difference, I'm gonna pick Luke Yates with a try and tackle bus and meters, and I'm gonna go Luke Yates in terms of stats.
Yes, 1 try, 6 tackles, 206 metres, 2 clean breaks. I mean, all attacking stats for what is one of the most defensive and renowned for his defence players of the Super League is a fair shout.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
What about your player of the week?
Harry Newman, absolute lightning. So good to see the guy back. So good.
Yeah, I think I've given him some sort of accolade the last 2 weeks, so I'll go with a different Harry and say Harry Smith. I mean, his is the performance that I probably personally got the most joy from this week, and I was really made up for the kid that he was knocking over some tough kicks as well. So Harry Smith for me. And my highlight of the week is probably Harry Smith related as well. It's hard for me to pick which one, but I'm gonna go for the icing on the cake. That was the Hanley hat trick moment. Who am I kidding? It was the fight.
I'm gonna go for Wellesby's last try because it was just kind of playground, kicking the ball around, not letting the ball die type stuff. So Wellesby's last try.
Yeah, and it was the future for Saints, wasn't it, with Dodd and Wellesby being involved. Kind of they've already said, haven't they, that they won't be signing replacements for Coote and Farge. They're going to stick with those two kids. I wonder if they'll take the same attitude with Nguama as well. I mean, it'll mean there's a lot of salary cap there that these kids could earn if they put in some impressive in performances.
Yeah, but they're still depressingly good. So
yeah. Predictions. I went 3 out of 5, and just like Sam Halsall, Rob jumped in late off the bench, but he only went 2 out of 5, unfortunately. So not as impressive as Sam Halsall's late call up. Host Super Brew Alan, you're in the yellow cap at the top. David has the spoon in second. Scooch is third, I'm fourth, and Mr. Grindle is in fifth position. And in the main Super Brew, Craig the ex-Pat, Craig, who used to live in Australia, he's at the top still. Brendan Loftus is wearing the yellow cap this week, so well done to those guys. We don't talk about the Fantasy League anymore, do we? I don't think they've fixed it yet. So no. Thanks everyone for their fan views on those games. Really good stuff. Great when we get sort of contrasting views of the same game from fans of each side, and you get a little bit of an insight into the kind of mentality there. So I enjoyed that particularly. Right, that's the main games done. Let's do some other results.
So we moved to other results and the games from last weekend in the Championship. It was round 15. It finished Dewsbury 18, Swinton 22, finally getting that win. In the big match of the weekend, delighted to see this score. It was Featherstone 6, Toulouse 23, proving who is the best team in that division. Halifax 24, Bradford 21 in a close one. Although, having
what
said
happened
that,
there? Whose drop goal did you think had won it before Halifax rocked in a try on the meter?
I was too busy writing. I was totally out of sync with this one. I had no idea this was even happening. So I only saw it afterwards. So I can't tell you. But yeah, unfortunately, it's a reflection of how we're going. Halifax are on the rise, and we're struggling a little bit at the moment. But yeah. Well done to them through gritted teeth. Newcastle 14, Whitehaven 20. It finished Oldham 20, London 30. Widnes 16, Batley 34. And Sheffield against York was postponed for more COVID at Sheffield. Second time in the year, I think.
Right, yeah. Fair enough. Well, some interesting results there. And in terms of the standings, that now means Toulouse are out on their own on 100% now. So no one can ask these random questions like, why are Toulouse above Featherstone when they've played less games? Because of the way the table's done this year. But anyway, they're still on 100%. With Featherstone's loss and subsequent points deduction as well, putting them back to 85%. Halifax in third are on 73%, then Batley are up to fourth on 66%, ahead of Bradford on 64%, and London on 60%. Whitehaven climbed the table on 43%, up into seventh. Widnes in eighth are on 39%. Sheffield and Newcastle are also on 39%. So close there. Is it an 18 playoff? Is it still an 18 playoff?
I thought it was 6.
Oh, who knows? I should know. I know how the top's decided. I just don't know the rest. York are on 35%, Dewsbury 32%, York 14%, and still bottom, but off the mark. Swinton have a 6% win rate, so great win for Swinton at the bottom, and huge result at the top of the table, which, like you said, kind of underlines who is the class of that division.
Yeah, it certainly is. Not in Featherstone. It was round 12 of League One, and we start with a massive result for the Bears. It was London Scholars 12, Coventry 14. Big win for them. In this topsy-turvy league, it finished Doncaster 24, 46. Rochdale 20, Kew 42. And North Wales 72, West Wales 4. Workington and Barrow was also postponed from this weekend.
Yeah, the standings see Barrow on 86% sitting top, with Workington close behind on 83%. Drop then to Doncaster, who are third on 63%. North Wales are flying high in fourth on 54%. Keighley also have 54%. Hunslet have a 50% win rate, which I think, when you were talking about Leeds in the Super League, read Hunslet in League One. Rochdale and Coventry on 45%. The Scholars have 29%, and West Wales, somewhat predictably, are on 0% still.
So we've got, obviously, this weekend Coventry playing North Wales, and they could almost swap positions in the standings. It's that close in the middle of the table. It's very, it's definitely a top 6